Okay. Uh, just go over here real quick. I just closed the trade on M&Q. It's like a $600 profit. History, balance history. Yeah, I just want to show. I just want to show. Like I was saying, I've been 100% win rate, and I'm telling you, like on my paper trading, and I know paper trading ain't the same, but I mean, I've been 100%. I haven't taken no L's. It's easier to take no. It's easier to not take L's when you playing the drawdown game, and this is basically what I've been playing. You got $100,000 drawdown, so it's hard to lose. You could play any direction, and it's eventually gonna recover, and that's why I'm really into this NQ right now. I mean, I haven't been losing. This was the trade that I just took today. I think I took two today. I took one for 560 earlier this morning. Then I took one for 620. This was me riding the short, and this was me riding the long. And this shit was real simple. This was another one. This was 715. Did five. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Damn, I did another one. I don't remember trading all this. Oh, I was trading Nas 100. I traded M&Q. I traded two M&Qs. Then I think I traded an NQ. Yeah, I was going crazy today. I was going crazy today. Look, the 15th, 200, 100, 200, 560, 620. This is just me taking little base hits and shit, not trying to make a G, but I ended up making well over a G. This was at 1100 right here, almost 1200, 14, 15, 16, 17. And these were just base hit plays. But let me show you what I want to show you. Uh, I'm starting to be able to predict the movement of NQ just by the price action. So today, it was obvious that we were gonna fall. Um, we this was the resistance for yesterday, and or the aftermarket yesterday, and we was over here the prior day. I mean, we reached lows as low as this, and then this was our high, and then aftermarket we reached another high, but then it didn't break, and then it started falling, and that's why I'm like, nah. If we was going up, we would have broke through this. We'd have broke through this. And then also there was a Fed meeting or something, a meeting today, so I just had a feel that it was gonna drop, so I jumped in shorts, right? So I'm not sure it's really would have printed if I stayed in them all day. I was in shorts, and I think I took profit where this arrow is at. And then I jumped in another long. I jumped in my long right here, almost caught the bottom, then rolled it up and made the $600. So let's go to the liquid charts, and I just want to show you. Okay, so when you trade M and Q, the tick value in the lot and the pips, it just they move a little different. The pips are like it's 10 pips before you see a dollar when you're trading Nas 100. With this shit, it's like 50 cent. It's 50 cent a tick. It's different. It's different. When you got Nas 100, you're moving off of points. You're moving off of these. You're not moving off of it's a tick over here. So when you trade in Nas 100, you get one unit of Nas 100 is worth 29,000. It's worth whatever this price is. So it's a one for one. So if it goes up to 530, you made $23. Or if it goes up to 520, you made $17. It's not leverage. But if you go to like liquid brokers, right? You have the power. You just have the power to choose your tick. Now, when you buy a point one, a 0.1 lot size, it moves dollar for dollar. So this morning, if I was to get a sell this morning, this is uh this is when the market opened right here. This is when it opened uh July 15th. Yeah, it opened it up, and then I think it pumped a little bit. This is the 15 minute. This is the 15 minute. This is where it opened, somewhere around here. So let's say you got to sell. and you got this account. Let's say this account has 1,000 in it or $500 in it, right? Now we know Nas typically doesn't. $1,000 move is like unlikely to happen in a day. We're expecting a $200-300 move, maybe a 500 at most. So let's say we went short right here at 29,809. And you got to remember, Nas 100 and M&Q is about $200 off. So if NQ is at 29.7, Nas is at 29.5. So right here at 29.8, we got to sell this morning because obviously, even yesterday, every time we hit this resistance, we fall. So and then every time we hit up to 30,000, we ended up falling. I think the highest this shit ever went was 30,600. So this all-time highs is somewhere up here. So let's say if we took this trade this morning and we shorted it with a point one, then right here, just off this move today, that you could have made $600 right here, just off of what happened today with a point one. Now, in order for you to lose all your money, it would have had to go up here. It would have had to damn near reach all-time highs, which isn't happening this week. We're not pumping this week where we're touching all-time highs and we'll break it out. So it's more likely, based off of the pattern where the shit is trading at, you see a stand between here and here. So it's more likely to go somewhere between here than just shoot up here. So, but what if you think you're risking too much? So remember, every time this shit moves $1, this follows it with a point one. So let's say, yeah, that's too much of a risk for you. I don't want to risk that much money. Let's just go down to a 0.5. So every time it moves $1, you make 50 cents. So again, today, this move could have made you $300 and you'd only been risking $300 because right here, to get stopped out, it would have to go all the way up to 30,400. So basically, this is a safe amount to play with. You don't want to be in a position where it's moving $2, $3, $4, $5 a tick, and that's what happens when you're trading NQ. When you're trading NQ and MNQ, I think it's moving like 250 per tick. So it could get crazy real quick, and then you get two of them shits. Now it's moving $5 a tick. With this, you have a little more flexibility. You don't have to be so greedy. If this is your real money, you could just say, I'm going to just do a 0.05. And you could still make $300 a day. You could still make $200 a day with these type of regular daily swings. With these regular moves, you could make a couple hundred. And you only put yourself, this automatically becomes your stop loss in the trade. So you don't have to even worry about, you go in the trade knowing that 300 is your risk. So we got a defined risk right here. Now we could just go to sleep on the trade. And sure enough, it played out. And see, if we're playing resistance, and we're selling short, then that's really going to be the best scenario, because trying to go long all the time, you don't know when it's going to reach that all-time highs again, but you could pretty much guarantee every time it hits resistance, we're going to get some bounce back down to support. So I think this strategy, we're better off buying shorts at resistance. And, there's going to be those days where we break out of resistance, but for how long? I've never seen us hit resistance and then just stay shooting up forever. There's times where it happens, but you would have just lost $300. You'd have just got stopped out. So it wouldn't have been a big deal, because you're not risking that much. So, yeah, I think this is a nice place to be. A point one. That would have been a $600 day, which is great. Like, if you could scale with this type of situation, and again, it would have had to go up to 30,400 for you to lose $591. So it's kind of more realistic. It was more realistic to play within this frame. It's just realistic to play with it, even down here, which would be better for you. This is the next level of support. You could have made $1,000 with if it does continue down and it hits 28.7, then you made $1,000. That would be $1,000 drop. And I've seen that happen over a few sessions, but for the most part, it bounces between a zone. So if it does go down here, then this creates a long opportunity. Unless we're just fucking tanking. Unless we're just tanking. But if you look, yeah, the next stop is right. The next after that line I drew, the next support level will be down here. And if you rolled that down there, you would have made 1,500. Now, in order for you to have lost 1,500, this motherfucker would have had to go up to all-time highs. It would have had to go up to all-time highs for you to lose. For you to lose, 1,600 if you was playing with a fucking point one. It's, it, and then what happens when you hit all-time high most times? It fucking reverses. It don't just stay up at all-time high and just stay over there chilling, because when are people gonna take profit? So yeah, this strategy, I really think this shit could work either way. Like I could have one account where I'm going long and one account where I'm going short. But it's best to do it where it's at right now, because it's right in a perfect middle point to where we could easily drop lower than 29.5. I seen it go down to 29.3, 29.2. We could easily go back up to 30. So right where it's at right now, you can play both sides with two different accounts. And again, it goes back to, you really don't even have to risk that much. You can risk a point 0.4, and it would have to hit all-time highs damn near for you to lose $600. But I don't know. I wouldn't wait for this move, because now you're waiting around too long. This was the area of support that I would aim for, and that's a $300 play right there. It's a $290 play. I mean, I hope I'm explaining this shit good.